Hey girlfriend.
Hey girlfriend.
We are back with another episode. I hope all of y'all are subscribed to our channel. Did you subscribe? Did you share? Did you tell everybody? Make sure you do. We are talking about PTSD. That's what we're talking about.
That's major.
The hood therapist. My name is Remy. I'm one of the hood therapists, and this is
LaQuanda.
So, let's get right into the definite. Do you guys everybody know the definition of PTSD?
I mean, I think I know what our version of PTSD is like. You know how people go to the war and they get like, and they hear gunshots. So now every time they go, like they hear loud noises. But I'm not really sure. Like, what is the dictionary definition of it?
Well, it's basically you understand the concept of it.
I mean, for movies,
right? It's a mental or behavioral disorder that's caused because of traumatic events, like whatever that might be in a person's life. But to be direct, we are talking about PTSD related to relationships.
Okay, with their ex,
right? Do y'all think an ex can give you PTSD? Like, what do you think?
How freaking?
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Like, some motherfuckers have you blinking like every time lights cut on this shit. Like, motherfuckers is crazy.
Motherfuckers have you thinking every time a loud car go out, like that nigga looking outside about the door.
Right.
That's
for
PTSD.
Sure. Yes, it is.
Because there was a situation that happened.
And it was traumatic. Like, these people be crazy. I ain't even gonna say these niggas, because there's some females that would give a nigga PTSD as well.
There's some females that will give a female PTSD.
Listen, yes. Yes.
And you know what's crazy? I think that most females, when they leave what we gonna call it? A lesbian relationship, happy pride. We're going happy pride. We gotta give another big definitely pride.
I was out there yesterday.
I was definitely out there. We'll get into that next episode. But we'll get into that next episode.
Absolutely.
But I think, like, I can imagine what a man had, how a man had me feeling. So imagine, like, a female, what they can do to your body because of what they already know.
I guess it all in who you care about. What's your preference and like your person? Because I feel like whatever that is, whether you dating a man, whether you dating a woman, like who knows? Like, it's just, people are just like scary.
People crazy.
Now, do you think you ever give somebody PTSD?
You fucking real. You fucking real.
Yo,
I done gave a couple. I might got about. I got a good handful of niggas I know that got PTSD from me.
Okay.
Or not even.
That's fair.
Yeah, because like you said, a situation, right? That makes you traumatic situation that makes you have an emotional reaction every time something happens into that nature. So you fucking real. You fucking real. I know it's a bunch of motherfucking niggas out here that every time a bitch go, this nigga gets scared thinking she gonna boop bop bang him. Cause I done boop bop bang a lot of these niggas.
Yo.
I done spit on niggas.
Oh my god.
I done pop tires. I know
I didn't help somebody pop tires before. I never popped my nigga tires.
You never popped nobody's tires?
I didn't help. So I popped a tire, but it wasn't for me.
I guess it's the same thing. We need that fucking friend. You know what I'm saying?
One time my mom called me, right? Short story. And she's like, yeah, baby, what you doing? I said, I'm popping somebody's tire. She like, what? I said, yeah, I'm popping such and such.
But did your mom ask you, like, or you use it? What you use? Is you doing it right? Did your mom put this shit?
She was just like, what? She's like, what? I didn't expect you to say that.
I can only imagine your mom, though.
Like, my mom was real. My mom a real.
Your mom probably say, yo, make sure you do it this way instead of that way.
Yo, anywho, like, we about to get off topic, talk about moms, but
I know my Keisha done gave niggas PTSD. I know for a fact Keisha gave niggas PTSD.
My mom.
I know for a fact my mom gave my dad PTSD. I know for a fucking fact. Yo, my dad told me one time my mom threw a fucking glass bottle out the 3rd story window down on his ass. He was banging on the door trying to get it, and she threw it from the fucking 3rd floor. Boom.
That just reminded me. My mom said my dad threw a double D battery at her, and that shit just missed her. Like, but my mom probably was. My mom, she got a mouthpiece on her, so she probably deserved that battery.
Probably said, "You motherfucking tall, fucking."
She might have said anything, and he like, I got something for you.
She gave that nigga PTSD immediately. Immediately. Everything he went through in his fucking childhood came back.
Came through that double D battery, bitch. And you know they the big thick ones, like shit.
Yo, that's crazy.
But girlfriend, tell me about a relationship that gave you PTSD.
Woo!
Think of your top tier. Top tier.
That nigga from and I'm just gonna say that because these motherfuckers out here know who I'm talking about. Girlfriend. This nigga was really living a double fucking life.
Ooh.
Okay, not the fact that I was so naive to think that this man did not have no phone. And he was a street nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Had me believing. Nigga was, I don't know if he was hiding the fucking phone in his ass. Because I would lie sometimes and say, yo, you want me to go grab you some backwoods from the store? And I would go check his fucking car for a phone. For like damn near 2.5 months.
Dead serious.
It might be 5 fucking months. I ain't gonna lie. I just ain't want to embarrass my motherfucking self.
Listen.
But girlfriend, I really didn't think he had no fucking phone.
Ooh.
He was lying to me, telling me he didn't have no phone. Nigga was so good at this shit. The nigga was fucking telling me he was working the overnight shift. My dumb, not working, hustling the overnight shift.
Okay.
My dumb ass, you own the block. The fuck? What the fuck?
You know they can say some shit and it just be like, I know I'm not crazy.
I was fucking crazy.
But you felt it.
I was crazy. Listen, the nigga was living a double fucking life, girlfriend. He had me thinking that the nigga had me thinking he was on fucking house arrest. He was on the phone joint.
Ooh. Never was?
Never the fuck. And he got so much money. That little fucking case that he called, he paid the lawyer and got off on that shit.
Ooh.
Child, girlfriend, the nigga had so much PTSD, right? So now, boom. I don't know about this. Okay, let me give you another situation with this fucking crazy motherfucker. They gave me PTSD. Every time a nigga go, me don't want no issues. Me don't want no problems.
She lying her ass off. She know she feisty. But anywho, back to regular scheduled programming.
So, this nigga had me so fucking retarded, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. They about to hear the fucking truth. They about to hear the fucking
That's
truth.
what we here for.
Listen, it been over a long amount of time. This man is married. I'm happily married. I'm living a fucking good life. This man is living a good life. This is just to tell my truth. This is just to let another female know coming up in a relationship they might think they going through some shit, just not to go through it. That's it, and that's the fuck all. It's a no judgment motherfucking zone. You come to this podcast to judge, you take your little corny self over there, okay? Because over here we gonna say some raw, uncut stuff.
And we love our lives right now.
And we love our life.
Like,
And that was our past.
yes.
And we just telling our stories. Cause I can guarantee it's another female out here that done lied about getting beat in the fucking head by a nigga. To protect that nigga. Girlfriend, I had a lump the size of Pennsylvania on the map.
Ooh.
On my eye. Boo bang. I told everybody I got hit in the head with a rock from the kids at school because I used to work at this bad. I used to work at this elementary school that was so bad.
Ooh.
I mean, so bad. And you know why I went around there? Because the nigga told me that the girl got an abortion. Me and her then talked. We then came to the situation where we gonna call him on a three-way. Once she gave me the number, I knew it was official. I knew it was official. So what I did, I beat him up first.
Of course, cause she was just trying to play victim just now. Like he had, like she like feisty. Yeah.
You're not gonna put your hands on me and I don't put my hands back.
Absolutely, positively. That's what the fuck I mean.
And you're not gonna yell at me and think that I'm not gonna. Nah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Maybe that's my PTSD from growing up, but that's not the topic. The topic is relationships.
Right. Because we can't cross all of them. We be here today.
Okay.
Okay. You went around there, girlfriend. What happened when you went around there?
I come right in, bed tough Tony and shit. Got my motherfucking head knocked the fuck off. He knocked my head right in. What it was, I threw a rock at his fucking car window. He had this old school car. I don't know what type of car it was, but it was old school. Niggas was offering him big bucks for that car. And I threw a rock and it smashed the mirror. Dead smack in the middle. Boom.
Ooh, did it shatter?
It didn't shatter, but it cracked, like long cracks.
Oh.
Like.
I know what you're talking about. It shattered. Just not shattered.
I did. Boop. The window said, shit. My head said, beep.
It's not even funny though. But sometimes you gotta laugh and listen. You past that, baby.
His brother took me to the hospital because I got knocked out. His brother took me to the hospital. I woke up like Jessica was the fuck there.
Ooh.
She like, bitch, what happened? I told her the story about the rock. She's like, why the fuck is you lying? How you think I got here? They called me.
You like, I'm sitting in the hospital. I don't know who around and hear this fucking story. So I have to tell you the same fucking thing I told them.
But like, he really gave me PTSD because the way that he was living his double life, you know, I sit and I laugh about it. But I took that in my next two relationships I had after that. I even still put that into my marriage because sometimes I find myself checking under Mark's car, under his seats, and his little secret stash spots that he think I don't know about. We're gonna bleep this part out.
I was gonna say because he know now. He know you know now.
But it's because it'd be like, this nigga really was living a double fucking life.
Yeah.
Like, girlfriend. He had her thinking I was an ex from a couple years ago. She was pregnant. He had her thinking. Now, he used to come home every night, like.
Now, can I ask? He was with you first.
With me first.
Okay.
He was with me for 4 years.
Okay.
Before he started talking to her.
Okay.
So
she's the new one.
She's the new one. And what it was, he was a street nigga. They went to school together. She was doing hair. She was, you know, she's older than me because he's older than me. And it was just like, she was able to fulfill fantasies that I wasn't at that age. I was still immature.
Yeah.
You know, he gave me all this. I'll never forget, he gave me money for this place to get this apartment or whatever. And I got this apartment and it wasn't the best of apartments, but it wasn't what he was used to. He's a good money ass nigga. I was supposed to go ahead and cash the fuck out, but being young and still trying to make it, I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to not only use this money to get a place, I'm gonna use this money to furnish my place too. It was that fucking much. I can pay my first, last, and security plus furnish the place plus give me a fucking car. Fuck you. And where you wanna live, I can't. And then not only that, I also always was the person who felt like I'm not gonna go beyond my means.
Right.
So I'm not gonna go and move into a place because this nigga got me that I can't afford.
Yeah.
So that was the main reason I moved there, and that was the downfall of our relationship.
Yeah.
But he had her thinking that I was a crazy person, that we wasn't together, that when he wouldn't come in, that he would be on the block. He was basically telling us the same lie, and that's cool. It worked for him, and cause damn, that's her fucking problem.
Right.
Damn, that's her fucking problem.
Period.
Cause that is a fucking problem, and I pray nobody said that about my motherfucking husband right there, cause they married.
Right. But people problems be different. You know what I mean? So even if somebody is saying that about your husband, like you have women that's out here that's willing to mold a man to be a certain type of man.
These bitches be having these side bitches, okay? They be having PTSD from the dick. Okay?
We talk about emotional and physical, and the young girls that be they PTSD.
Listen, these bitches be feeling like oh, this nigga fucked me. We having a good time. He took me out. We went and had a couple rounds. As a fucking previous bartender, I will know. All the secrets.
Right, I was going to say you probably do everybody's business.
What? I love that shit. Child, we ain't gonna get into the stories. We get into that shit never but it's crazy because the side chicks, they don't understand their role. They don't understand that he can be hitting you good all that. Yeah, you are a good time to him. Because over there, he don't have to pay no bills. Over there, he don't have to be responsible. Over there, he can be a killer again. Whereas the home, he has to be home. At home, and then I always believe in the saying that we date what our parents is like. A man is going to date a female that acts like her mother, and a woman is going to date a man that fathers her father.
I agree.
And shit, my dad, child, go ahead, girlfriend. I can go for days.
We might need to talk about that when we come up our upbringing topic.
Child, the PTSD that he done gave these bitches.
Or even the PTSD our parents give us, but we can't go into that.
Okay, let's go into I'm gonna go into this real quick. So my dad, a man is supposed to teach a female like, this is how you're supposed to be treated. A man's supposed to do this for you. A man's supposed to do that for you. Man supposed to walk on the outside of the streets. My dad told me all that. Man walking outside, takes trash out, he provide, he that, he this, he that. My dad was a motherfucking serial cheater.
Ooh.
Jeffrey Dahmer cheater.
Yo.
Free my dad. But
was a rolling stone.
Okay. Listen, he made his house.
And it wasn't his home.
Child, my dad, like, see, I don't know if I wanted to say this. I don't think my dad is no trouble.
Disclaimer, she loves her fucking daddy, yo.
I'm a daddy fucking
she
girl.
She is a daddy's girl. Yes.
Child, I'm just
so all this is with love, baby.
Because if anybody has something to say, you know my number. Check me. Miss Feisty again.
You see me like, let me just like.
My dad had me lying, right? Saying that one of his ex got him a rental for months. He was saying that it was my car and I was letting him hold it.
Ooh.
But the whole time,
it was another girl.
It was another girl getting him the rentals extended every fucking week. So all the little tricks and trade I knew from my dad. All my dad ever used to tell me is watch your girlfriends. Watch your girlfriends. Oh, your baby dad, he can hit your girlfriends. It's possible. Cause of what he done did.
So you seen that shit.
My dad, he didn't hold no punches.
Yeah.
He used to tell me, yo, that nigga cheated. With the nigga that I was talking about?
Mm-hmm. He told you.
Listen, he said, daughter, he ain't on no call house arrest. He said, daughter, he's lying. This nigga was getting so much money, right? When he stopped coming in and he started coming out to the block at 9 o'clock every a.m. My dad used to come pick me up. I used to have to be to work at 10. He used to come pick me up in the morning. He dropped his girlfriend off at work, come pick me up in the morning, take the babies. We used to take my ear to daycare. Then he used to drop me up, take me past there every fucking morning. This nigga ain't come home. He giving me $200, $300, $500 because the nigga knew what he was doing.
Right. That's it. That's them guilt gifts.
Them guilt gifts.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad would take me there and then drop me off at work. This was for about a good year.
Ooh.
A good year. Me and Andrew, he got the rentals.
Right.
He got the rentals. Then he got the chick thinking it's another chick.
It was your rental.
No, he got it thinking it's my car.
Yes.
But it's somebody else getting it for him.
Right.
Child, Ty was crazy. That's why it's hard for me to trust men on top of what the experience I done been through. And I tell my dad all the time, nigga, you the reason I got cheated on. The shit he did to my mom.
They do say that. They do say men
did to my
that do dirt have daughters. And the dirt wind up happening to them. They do say that.
And the dirt happened to me.
But you
I got cheated on by every man I was with. Every man.
It's okay though. We bigger and better.
I'm gonna drink today.
Yes, drink today. Go ahead. I'm gonna drink with you. Come on. Yes. You was a bad bitch now. Well, you been a bad bitch, but you even better bitch.
Okay.
You passed it.
Okay. I ain't getting
See, that was that PTSD kicking the fuck in. She was about to get a little jittery and a little emotional up in this.
I'm off my head and shit all rushing.
She know how to fucking feel for a second.
Cause all I could think about is how my dad really, he used to warn me about niggas. He used to
That's
tell
because
me.
he know.
Yeah, I used to see him.
But at least he was giving you the jewels. You know what I mean? Because you also got some parents that see what the fuck is going on and won't tell their kids. And it's just like, you knew I was going down this road and you was just going to let me go? Like,
yeah, you right about that. You right about that.
It's a difference. My PTSD was
I'm about to
different
say
than
yours,
yours, though.
Cause I got different relationships.
My shit was
from
different than
PTSD.
yours. I think mine was more emotional, like more like, what the fuck? I don't never want to be in that situation again. So now I'm scared of niggas. Like at one point I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be out here. Like I was committed to that shit. And for a second.
But you're not that type of person.
I'm not. And that's I feel like a lot of times that's PTSD. It makes you be a person that you're really not. Just because you had that trauma in your life, you know what I mean? Although I never got the chance because I had somebody that's like, no, like that's not you. Like we gonna be together. Yeah. You gonna be alright. You gonna sit the fuck down. You gonna shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, I feel like that was my person. Like no, you know my. But I was committed to that stuff shit because it's just like with him it was different. Like it was different. Like in the beginning, like. My car wound up getting broken into. Like, if somebody stole my radio, I went to Best Buy with my good old earned money, got me an old radio system in my car. Like, I was lit. I get in my fucking car one day, and I look over, the window busted, and that bitch is not there. This in the beginning, me and him talking. He paid for my radio, a new radio system. Like, this one was touchscreen and all that other shit. Like, it was extra shit.
Right.
Like, he had his own apartment. Like... he had a son. His son was 5 months. That shit had me a little weary because it's like, you was just in that not too long ago.
Yeah.
Like, that shit, like, the baby is 5 months. But after being around, I'm like, no, they really not fucking with each other. All right, cool. I'm thinking this nigga getting so much money. Like, so much money at the time. Like, he's paying for every fucking thing. Then it got to a point where I start paying for more shit than I normally pay for. Like, now I'm paying rent and I'm paying daycare bills and for diapers and pull-ups and shit. Like,
everything.
Now I'm paying for everything. Like, now I'm listen, bitch. Like,
go out.
Like, right. Like, so now I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, now it's to the point where it's like, okay, nigga, you was lying this whole fucking time. Like, whole time this nigga taking out loans, bitch. Like, he was taking, mind you, he quit his job to solely do Uber. He wanted to be an entrepreneur. Like, he was selling cars at one point. Like, he was selling cars at one point. He was hustling at one point. Sometimes that shit was working. Sometimes he would get bargained and it'd be like, why the fuck did you go that low? Is you a dummy? Like, you paid this? Anywho, we're gonna get into that part. But like he was trying to do his thing, and I was trying to hold on. Like, I was trying to be there. I was trying to be supportive. But then it started clicking. Like, bitch, something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
Something's not fucking right.
I'm paying too much.
Like, too much is going on at this fucking moment. Like, something ain't right. Like, your car got totaled. Why can't you pay for it? Like, why your mom paying your rent at this point? Like, why I'm going half with your mom? Like, she live here. Like, what the fuck is going on at this point?
Wait. You said go half with his mom.
His mother.
With his Umi?
His mother, bitch. Like, it got to the point we was on half on rent, me and his mother. Like, his mother. And even his mom told him one point, like, she's going to leave you. And he's like, why would you say that? Because she got to work hard for hers, but all you got to do is ask me. Like, I feel like she was giving her son free nuggets, but he wasn't catching it at that point.
That's like that nigga mother was giving me free nuggets, that nigga cousins, that nigga homies.
And
yo,
still
one of his homies, child, go ahead, girlfriend.
Well, tell me about the homie real fast.
The fucking homie showed me the nigga, the homie is crazy on the motherfucking computer shit.
Mm-hmm.
The homie crazy on the computer shit. When I tell you crazy, mean.
Okay.
He so mean. I know he can fix my laptop. I know he can bring my laptop back to life.
If you watching, homie, we need the laptop brought back to life.
No. Homie can't.
Scratch that.
So, homie showed me. Homie fucking with my girlfriend at the time. And I think he was fucking with my girlfriend and trying some shit. Homie knew I loved that nigga, and I was in the house crying every day. Him and my girlfriend used to watch the baby while I went to work.
Okay.
Homie showed me the boy Facebook. He showed me the girl Facebook. Mind you, girl pregnant now. She posting fucking pictures of them at the clinic. All tight. When I tell you double life.
So he showed you this, and what you do with that information?
I put my big girl panties on.
Mm-hmm.
I took it all in. Didn't let him know that I knew about it. I said something, but I didn't show him my proof.
And
after that, what I do? Me and him went out. Went to the feather nest that night. This is how much of a dog he was doing, because he couldn't stay at my house because she knew where I lived. She had his location. This is how much of a double life he was living. Mm-hmm. So he took me to the feather nest. He turned his location over. There was our little spot. Mm-hmm. That's where we creeped it, because he didn't want his car in front of my door. Neither did I think about it. Like,
that's probably why.
He didn't want the car. So we would go to the feather nest or whatever. And she filmed the fucking GPS one time. And came the fuck up there. But I found out because the homie from the shit, from him showing me his whole shit.
Even though you can't get your laptop to the homie, shout out to the homie.
Shout out, that's my guy.
Shout out to the homie. Cause I ain't had no fucking homie. I had the baby mom.
But there was the proof to the pudding. I would have never. This is how I fucking caught him. So after this is how I got the fucking proof. Listen, we went to the fucking feather nest. This is around the time with razor phones. I took the memory card out his phone. I finally found the phone,
Guess who
girlfriend.
did that before? Virgie, my mother.
She took the memory card. Hey, Mom!
She had all I was looking for. My dad mad as shit. We didn't wild. He like, I know she got it. I know she got it. She like, I ain't got shit. I ain't got shit. To the point, me and my brother backing her. Like, she said she don't got it. Like, she was just too serious. It wasn't until a year later. She like, I had that shit in my fucking panties.
Oh my God! So we went out to the Feather Nest. I took the memory card out. Mind you, I found the phone. He don't know I got. He don't know that I know he even got a phone. So I took the memory card out. I knew I was gonna be able to hold that shit down because he not gonna pull the phone out. He don't want me to know that I know
he got the phone.
He got the phone.
Right. So when you find the phone though?
I don't know. Maybe about
Because
a
remember
week
you
before.
said it was like a month before, or maybe 5 months before you even knew he had a phone.
Maybe about a week before. The homie, once the homie told me I had to really fucking start going, the nigga had the shit. Once the homie showed me the shit, I started fucking really going into Inspector Gadget.
Right.
And how I found the phone is, let's go to Copa's. Let's get Copa drunk. We got Copa drunk. Everybody from there on the way know we had Copa Rollins on fucking Monday.
Ooh.
Or Copa on South Street. When I say Track Street, had that shit in a what?
Ooh.
What?
So you got fucked up.
What? Come on, let's get fucked up. Get him super uber drunk. We had a good time. Good time.
Yeah, you was on a fucking mission.
On a good time before we even got home. I grabbed the fucking phone right there.
Ooh.
Right there. Cause you two on. Let's stop at Wawa's. Let's walk to Wawa's. First, let's go get us a big slice of pizza. You know they sell them big slices there. What's the name of the place? Leonardo's or something
I think it is Leonardo.
And then let's walk to Wawa's. Get some Dutches at the time. Car parked down the street by South Street Diner. Boom. So I had the phone. I put the phone back before we got out. I remember this shit like yesterday, yo. This shit is like coming fucking back. This the PTSD.
Listen,
oh my God.
shit, yo. I feel like, go ahead.
The nigga came. So once I fucking got the phone, we on our way home. I can't say everything, but bang, I put the phone back where I put the phone back. He never fucking paid this shit any attention. Once I put the phone back, he went in the house, we did our situation, guys, got in the shower. Once he got in the shower, I hauled ass to the car, got the memory card out the phone. Bang! Put the phone, I think I might have put it in my panties.
That big bitch spots, baby.
I don't remember that part. But once I did that, then it was like the morning time. Soon as he left, my Aunt Pat came because she was supposed to be watching the baby. She was supposed to be watching my ear for me. I don't know where I was supposed to be going that day. I don't think, I might have just called her and told her to come, or maybe she just was coming over. It was God.
Alright.
Bang. Aunt Pat. Bang. I put his memory card in my reason. All I see is doctor's appointments. This. His fucking Facebook pictures and shit was all saved on that fucking memory card.
Ooh.
So, boom.
Talk about PTSD. I know your heart was on the fucking floor.
Girl. About 20 minutes.
Take a shit.
20 minutes later, I hear boom, boom, boom. Why you got my phone? How the fuck I got your phone?
If you ain't got no phone.
How the fuck I got your phone? Next thing I know, my fucking door, bang, off the hinges.
Ooh.
He like, what you got? You got something? You fucked my phone up. You fucked my phone.
But you ain't got no phone.
I said, here you go. And that was my last day with him. Because at that point, everything was, the proof was in the fucking pudding. This nigga was crying to me not to call her. So therefore, you got feelings for this bitch.
Right.
You love this bitch.
Right. Right.
This is his thing. You didn't want to have a baby by me. I don't give a fuck about how much fucking drugs you selling. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Marry me.
Period.
I'm not being nobody else's baby mama.
And that was your choice.
And that was my choice.
Right.
I didn't know 15 years later I was gonna be something.
You done gave him PTSD. You done said you ain't want to have another baby.
And I did because, child, that's the fucking motherfucker who called me first when Mark was at that pool party. First. Not none of them bitches. Not none of them bitches were down the way. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Like, and you know I wanted to rock out. Like,
because I know you got my bed.
Just like.
But how can I give you PTSD
if you don't give me PTSD?
Nigga, you the reason we not together.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Child.
See, you hit it worse than me. But I can't really say nobody's PTSD is like less traumatic than the other. Like,
yeah, cause I don't know, girlfriend, because you were kind of scared to love again. You were scared to give your all again. You were scared to even like really cross that joint.
That
so
shit fucked me up.
Whereas though me, on the other hand, I wanted love again.
Yeah, so it gave you PTSD in the moment, but your PTSD didn't shy you from moving on.
No.
Like, my PTSD, I wanted to, like, I ain't want nothing. Like, I ain't want, and even in a lot of situations, like, out here, like, yo, I'm not that nigga. Like, what the fuck is, like, but it's just, like, I've been so, like, I feel like nobody is ever gonna take me back to that point again. Like, I'm never gonna go there again.
Never.
Like, with him, it felt like I lost everything because I moved my life into his. You know what I mean? So although I was paying bills, although I was paying child care payments and all this other stuff, like as far as the daycare, although I was doing all that because I combined my life with his, who you think had to start over?
You.
From the bottom up, like, I had to finally bite. And believe it or not, girlfriend, I stayed in that situation a lot longer than I wanted to because I did not want to move back to my mom's house. Like, I didn't want to bite that bullet and be like, all right, damn, I got to start back over from here again. But once it got to a certain point, it's like, fuck it. I'm going to go back to my mom's house. Like, I told that nigga that I left with a book bag. Literally, a book bag, like
backpack. Okay, Dora. Okay, Dora.
My sister was having a sleepover at a hotel. She was turning 18. She was having a sleepover at a hotel that night. Let me rewind back though, cause like shit started getting weird anyway. And this nigga was thinking, like he started running through my shit and stuff like that, like trying to catch me slipping. But at the end of the day, it was just where I was at and forgot where I was at. Like,
the day your sister
right, my sister was having a fucking party. Like she was turning 18, like the night before. Like I think in my body, cause before I already knew like this shit about to be over. You know, we know before we actually leave.
We know.
Like at this point, I'm working at a warehouse. I was a packaging like FedEx at the time. Middle of December, frozen. Like frozen. Came home, he be in a bed. Like he probably had the warehouse job probably for like 2 weeks at this point. Like that's it. He feel like, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur. I don't want to work no job.
No, he ain't want to lift them fucking packages.
And he was at a warehouse down the street, West. What's the name of the TV? West something. I fucking forget. But like he was working there probably for 2 weeks. He like, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to work it. Before that, he was making $20 an hour. He quit his job to do Uber. Cool, you want to be an entrepreneur? He was selling cars. Anywho, I used to come home. He wound up quitting the warehouse job. I'm coming home frozen. Like he on blast driving all the way down to North Philly, cause at the point he fucking finally took that step. Like I don't want to pay rent no more. Like let's move with my mom. At the end of the day, mind you, my folks never knew that. They know it down. But it was just like I'm still trying to hold this nigga down. Like all right, well let me hold it down. Let me try to help you. Anywho, I come home frozen. The night before, he had a dark, like, he went through one of my phones. I had 2 phones at the time because I had business. I was doing a clothing line thing, and I was doing the hair. So I'm like, I had a second phone. He wound up going through the second phone. He like, why you give some boy named Isaiah at the job your number? And I'm like, what? You told me it was cool to like if I was getting certain stuff, like you told me it was cool, like no problem. He like, no, but because he black, I said that with the white boy, but because he black, like why you give, like, now he intimidated by the nigga. At the end of the day, this nigga cracking his knuckles in the dark. So I'm like,
wait, what you mean, like crack?
First of all, he jumped out the bed to see if I was texting somebody. Like it was mad weird. I'm looking at him like, the fuck is you doing? So he wanted to start an argument. At the end of the day, he like cracking his knuckles. So I said, do you want to like hit me? Like I asked him, like, you want to put your hands on me? He like, you should make somebody mad to want to put their hands on you.
Wait, he says you shouldn't make somebody mad that they want to put their hands on you?
Bitch, that's what he said.
I would have punched him in his fucking mouth.
Listen.
Bitch.
I think at that
moment, I'm putting my hands with, who the fuck? Child.
Mind you, we in his mom crib. So remember, I'm telling you before, like I was with him for like a year before because I didn't want to break that bullet and go back with my mom.
Niggas say play real crazy when they live with their mama and you move in with them. They play real tough fucking stuff.
And shout out to his mom. His mom definitely helped throughout the task.
And shout out to the mothers.
Like shout out to the mother. Like I ain't going. Definitely not going to diminish her character. But anywho,
no, we wasn't talking.
At this point, he like I think I registered in my head that I was done, but I didn't actually know, cause he like, you go ahead and do you. He said some slick shit like that. He like, I'm going to Pim's Lambert or something. So I let him go, and I think he knew because I didn't fight for him not to leave. In my head, I had 2 little book bags, not even a regular size book bag. You know them cute little book bags that was popping back in the day, like the mini book bags?
Yeah, like the one, like the little jelly bean book bags.
Yeah, I had 2 little small book bags. Like I was gonna spend the night with my sister at the hotel. Anyway, she was turning 18. I packed everything.
So what he did with all your stuff?
Girl, his mom wound up giving. I was gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
All right, yeah.
So. Packed those up. It was like important documents, probably like 2 outfits. Mind you, at this point, like I was probably 185 when I met him. At this point, I'm probably like 145. Like,
so you done lost 40 something.
Stop eating, working at a warehouse, and you know, as a package handler, if you're not eating, you this big. Like that's that picture that remember you like. I like this picture.
I like that picture.
Small as shit. Like I wound up.
Don't ever get back there. That was a nice picture, girlfriend. You looked cute,
but it was stress. It was stress.
Okay.
Like I stopped eating. Then I'm working at the warehouse. I probably lost like 45, 50 pounds at that point. Like I'm this big. Like my mom, she see me and she like, yo, like
what's going on?
What's going on? He calling her like, I'm just trying to come up there. I'm trying to get Nama a gift. That's my sister. So he's trying to get it to the hotel through my sister at this point. Cause I already told him the next day. He like, you know, I ain't mean that. I ain't mean do you. But I'm like leaning on it. Like, no, do you? Like it is what it is. You broke up with me. Like trying to give that type of error. Girl, he like, what you want me to do with your stuff? I said, trash every fucking thing. Mind you, I had hair shit. I had everything. Like, this how bad I was, like, ready to get away from this nigga.
What?
Like, I told
him to trash your hair shit, girl.
I told him to trash every fucking thing. But, granted, his mom called me.
Because she was a real one.
His mom called me. She like, what you want me to do with your stuff? Like, come and get your stuff. So, me and her arranged a date for her to pack my stuff up and for me to come get it at the end of the day. Like, so that's how I wanted to get my stuff. Now, of course, shit was missing out of it because she picked my shit up. But like, I got majority of my stuff back. But before then, I was living like I went to fucking. I ain't even gonna lie. I went to Rainbow, bought like 3 pairs of tights, like some shirts because I had to go to work. Like I was a paper friend at FedEx.
Listen, you already know. What did I tell you? I told you when I was working at FedEx as a page. I said I'm not taking this bun out my hair.
Listen, like, it's like I was on the like. I'm like fuck it. My mom was rocking at that time too. Like she was giving me money here and there. She like, daughter, come home. Like, why you think you gotta deal with this? Like. I'm telling my brother want to fuck him up to this fucking day, but like I'm the type of person I deal with my shit. Like I probably got one solid girlfriend that I tell everything to, besides like some relationship shit because it kind of plays into shit. But like I was going through everything by my folks didn't even know I was going through this shit.
And that's because we love the nigga so much that we protect them.
And even when I was leaving, I felt bad. Like, it was like, I was not crying because my heart was broken. I was crying because I got
the baby.
Yeah. And I met his son when his son was 5 months. At this point, his son is
And that's how my ex was.
4.
He met me when my ear was a baby. And still to this day, him and my ear got a bond. I haven't talked to him in over a year and some change. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't talked to him since the pool party with Mark. And him and my ear still got a little bond. I guess. Cool. And that's, I don't know if my ear talked to him. I know sometimes when my ear go down there, he get money from him from time to time. And like little hot dogs, because they got a little food situation going out there or whatever. But nothing major, but I get it.
And that's probably what it was. It probably was definitely big because I had to snatch my whole life and start over. When I tell you I had to start the fuck over, like over completely. And I feel like that plays a lot in my relationship now. Because now I feel like I gotta be so independent and I gotta be so like, I gotta always have my own because ain't nobody gonna take that shit from me again. Like, ain't nobody gonna make me feel like I gotta start over again. Like, I'm just not doing it. But I also gotta realize that it's love out here too. Like, it's people that's rocking for you.
And like I told you before, as far as with me, with us, I'm gonna say this out here. Sometimes we have to learn to understand people's love language. Because just because our love language is one way, another person's love language might not be the same way.
Absolutely.
You know, and females, especially as females, we really go through PTSD. We really be hurt. Niggas can get, I'm fucking lying. Men go through PTSD worse. Listen, a nigga
and that's because they keep it to themselves.
A nigga can cheat on a female every night. But let that female.
I'm gonna give my mom some credit and probably a lot of other moms out here. But my mom always say, moms fuck their sons up before we get them. They go through PTSD before they even get to us, and then we fuck them up worse because we just feel like, nigga, you got bitches that's out here cheating, you got bitches that's out here tricking, you got so much going on, but that shit really come from birth.
Like we was talking about earlier. People as adults, they are how they raise. They go through the way that they handle situations, the way that they seen their mothers and fathers handle situations, is the way that their mothers and fathers taught them how to handle situations. Even when it goes to as far as a fucking baby putting a finger in a socket. If you got parents that's gonna say, don't put your finger in a socket because it can electrocute you and you can die. And then you got parents that's gonna say, don't do that.
Right. Or you got some parents that be like, he'll be alright. I bet you know not to do that shit again.
Right. So they go, and then each different way, you see, you got the taught, so the first way that we said, the child had to figure out the situation, then learned the lesson, and was taught, was educated. The second way, all the child was disciplined. Don't even understand why you're being punished.
Absolutely.
And the last situation was nothing done at all but anger.
Right.
So now this person is going to take that whenever somebody raises their voice, whenever somebody's telling them something, they're going to take that and just say, oh, this person is just yelling at me. This person just mean that. And that's why these men be so jacked up. Because us as black females, so many black mothers tell these, oh, you a boy, don't cry.
Right. Or I got hard on you
because you a boy. And then they go from and not having no sympathy for these women. For their future baby mother, for their future wife.
Yep.
For your future daughter-in-law.
Right. Or you got some that take the opposite effect and don't want their kids or want their wives to feel how they felt when they was a kid. So I'm going to do better. And that's just like, and then they also deal with shit that they got to go to therapy for because now they're suppressing all that shit.
Yeah. And they raising a child not off of what's right, but what's off of their emotional reaction.
Yeah. Or what's opposite of what their parents did.
And that doesn't always mean that they're doing the right thing.
Agreed. fucking grieve.
Like another time, I had another person that gave me PTSD. Or another situation. This morning, fuck it, we raw and uncut. This fucking morning, me and my husband going at it. Y'all know I hustle water to the fucking wells. Y'all know. I'm always thinking about how to try to make $1,000 a week. I gotta bring some coins in every week. Every week I gotta bring something in. Every week, if I don't have makeup appointments booked, I gotta figure out something else to do. So, boom. I'm like, hey, why don't you and your Bucky throw another pool party? We could do this, y'all can do that. We ain't make this much from last time. That's because y'all didn't do this. That's because y'all didn't do that. No, at my pool party. Soon as he said at my pool party, I said, I don't want to talk about it. Me and him, we done came up with this. It's called blood. We say blood. That's whenever a situation is getting hectic and we don't want to, we can't talk about it. We getting too heated. The argument getting heated. The argument getting near. You know how Kevin Hart said pineapples when that's our word, blue. I said, I don't want to talk about it. Cold blue. This nigga got mad. That's the fucking past. I married you. Why are you upset? Nigga, I was fucking pregnant. I went to work.
That's that PTSD though.
I went to work. The day that the first pool party. I went to work 7th day morning. This was my first. No, I'm lying. I went to work 7th day morning. He came to my mom's house. Damn, babe, I was so knocked out I ain't even see you leave. Give me a hug, give me a kiss. 45 minutes later, I'm getting text messages because we from the same hood. Oh, look at your baby dad. Remember I told you my ex hit me up. Oh, your baby dad at the pool party. His gang at the pool party. 2 weeks later, nigga, you throw your own pool party? Bitch! Do you not understand, girlfriend? I was livid. And that's when they kept us apart.
I was going to say, we wasn't.
Because I was upset with you for going.
Was you?
Yes.
Was you?
Because you were supposed to give me some tape.
But I didn't even have your number.
I don't care. I don't fucking care.
She want me to be like here, and we here. Like, I didn't even have your number at that point.
I know.
And you did nothing at that party.
That's the story. Everyone's sticking to it.
My bro, like, no.
That's the story, and everyone is sticking to it.
He was rock.
That was his story today. I didn't even do shit. I was so drunk. Before the party even started, me and my brothers and everybody was taking shots. And then I fell asleep. And then I woke up. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to talk about the fucking pool party.
That's because you want it to be something it's not, girlfriend. It was not nothing. Like, it wasn't nothing. Your baby dad was chilling. Like, I had a good ass fucking time.
Well, listen. Pause on the fucking play. We were not together at the time.
That's why I said your baby dad, not your husband.
But 2 weeks before at the first pool party, bitch, we was together. So all them actions that he played at that first pool party was the reason.
And I wasn't there.
That I cut that nigga dry. That at that first pool party, I think that was the reason I didn't call him when I went in labor. That PTSD.
She had to emphasize the D.
That D.
But like, all I could do was vouch for the second one. He was fine. Like, he was chilling. Whatever he's telling you the truth. I don't know what the first situation. He might be telling the truth the first situation, but
he told me everything that happened the first situation.
Alright, so y'all,
it's not the fact that he had the pool party. It's not even the fact that when today he brought the pool party up that it made me feel anything. It was just the fact that when you had that pool party, not the first pool party, the second pool party, it still showed me that you didn't care about my feelings or my emotions. You were so fixed up on my baby mama's pregnant. She's not leaving me. She's not going nowhere.
I feel like every man go through that stage though, cause you know my situation with that one, like. But at the end of the day, like, where y'all at now? So what all that matter for?
It don't, but that's the PTSD.
It's trauma. I get it, it's trauma. But don't you believe that we gotta work through trauma? I
do, but I'm gonna tell you this: I didn't speak to him until we was on the phone and you heard me say, "You lucky I'm fucking cooking dinner for you." I mean, lunch for your fucking dad.
Y'all love each other though, like y'all like. I just love y'all like together. Like, I just like really love y'all like, and then like that's one thing I don't
understand.
Right.
Us like.
But y'all understand each other, and that's one thing. Like I be hoping your baby dad understand. Like I love y'all together. Like I would not know you if it wasn't for him. I knew him before I met you. Mm-hmm. Like that's my bro for life. Like no matter what. But he also added an addition to me, which is you. Like y'all together is like a duo. Like I call y'all Martin and Gina in my head. Like although you not calm like Gina, but he's definitely Martin. Like especially with Gina.
We don't give Mr. and Mrs. Smith vibes.
Y'all also give Martin and Gina vibes though, because like Martin was always doing shit to Gina. Like he got her fired from her job.
Yes!
Like because he held a grudge that she wasn't holding and shit. And I'm like, yo, this is this. Like,
right.
This is this.
It's like, what the fuck? Like, cause why would you talk like even with the FedEx shit? Even with
like, we be sitting here forever. We go into detail, but y'all like hands down, y'all belong with each other. Like
we do, and it's not even just like he the way he treated me in my pregnancy definitely gave me PTSD. Mm-hmm. But what I'm learning is
people change.
Yeah, and I accept his change because for a while I wasn't accepting his change.
But all that also still goes into PTSD because he might have PTSD before he met you, which poured out into the way that y'all ended up when you was pregnant. You know what I mean? Like people's childhood plays a lot in who they are when they
and not even that because his previous relationship, you know, the way that situation went down, that was a whole crazy situation because the way she, you know, rest in peace to her. You know, we're gonna send our condolences to her and her family, and even to my husband because that affected him.
And they gave him PTSD.
And they gave him PTSD because every time I would get sick when I was pregnant, it would make him a different person. Mm-hmm. But that's because he was so afraid that I was about to die. Mm-hmm. Not I'm cheating on him. I was so sick when I was pregnant. That shit fucked with his mind. Mm-hmm. Am I going to lose her? And then after I had the baby, when I was working at FedEx and I had that fucking knot and I had that cancer scare, mm-hmm. that shit threw him onto a whole.
And you know, men be scared when we're pregnant anyway. They
they don't handle situations like how we handle situations. So I don't know how he felt, and I probably will never know because he's a man. He's not going to really. He's going to tell me how he feels, but only to a certain extent.
Absolutely, we'll never understand.
Never understand, but. I am working through it, and I am working through trying. I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna say I'm working through trying to forgive him because I forgave him for everything. That's why I married him.
But it's still being PTSD.
It's still through certain situations because I'm telling you today. I went to the shower and cried.
Aww.
Because I said, he didn't love me when I was pregnant. And they got to once I fucking finished washing my face, I said, this nigga married me.
I ain't crying because it look like I'm crying, bitch. But I'm trying to stop it from going down my motherfucking cheek. Continue.
I'm like, he married me.
Absolutely. You have to, and both parties, all parties have to get past the shit that happened before y'all was married, you know what I mean? Because it's only gonna affect your outcome of your marriage. Like, y'all good, girlfriend.
Yeah, and cause like, all I could think about was like, he did this, he did that, but he don't do it anymore. Mm-hmm. I can tell this man, babe, you doing this, He might not say, "Oh, I apologize," but I don't ever see it happen again.
Right.
So, like you always tell me, as long as you're growing, that's what matters.
That's what matters in every situation.
Every situation.
Every situation.
Now, to close in the PTSD, I feel like we should not. You can't let a person or a thing make you have power over you. And what I mean by that is you can't let a certain situation affect you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, if you have a child, for instance, if you have a child, the 4th of July, the city of Philadelphia, cities everywhere have beautiful fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
Being as though you done heard, like fireworks, gunshots, or whatever, don't allow that to affect you. To not take your kids to the fireworks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a perfect example, girlfriend.
Another thing is, you've been cheated on. You've been hurt. A nigga done lied to you. You cannot bring that into your next relationship because that's how your relationship is going to end up. Mm-hmm. Understand, people is willing to change. People care. The way he did with that person might not be the same way how they made you feel. Mm-hmm. Everybody can make people feel differently. Mm-hmm. The effect that I have on you is not the same effect that I might have on you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So
progression.
Progression.
That's my favorite word, ain't it? Like, make sure y'all are progressing. And as long as you are, then you can work with what you got, baby. Always. In every situation.
And understand that we all been through some shit. No relationship is perfect. No man is perfect. No human is perfect. No woman is perfect. We've been through a lot.
But also know when to let the fuck go, too.
How about the fuck that?
Also know that part. Because sometimes you hold on for, like my situation, you hold on for something that's never going to be. Like, sometimes when you drop that ball, you pick up 10 more.
Yep.
Know that part.
Yep. But see, that goes in with knowing your worth. That goes in understanding you. That goes in with understanding what you love and what you want for your life. Mm-hmm. Because but this is our life.
Right. And how many you get?
One.
Absolutely. Like, and the time we're living these lives is going fast, baby. Fast. So figure out what you want to do with yours. What's that? Is it that time?
I think it's that time.
It's that time. It's shot time.
It's shot time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Absolutely.
Like, make a comment, let us know your story.